Welcome to the Country Scroller. I'm Dustin Connors, and Dylan's not here with us today. He is inside the house where it's warm. Still pretty cold out here, so he's going to take off the at least a month's worth of videos until it gets warmer out. And so today we're going to be cutting an elephant. And this is the future, so this is already done. And the pattern is by Dave on the Steve Good Community Forum. There's also some other posts on there as well, so thank you for those, but the customer chose this pattern. So if you can't see it up close there, you'll see it at the end of the video, but this is what we're going to be cutting today, so let's get started. Alright, for this elephant, what we have first is the most important thing, the pattern or cartoon that we're going to be cutting out. And the pattern maker, I'm not for certain because it wasn't displayed on the piece of paper here, but I will check and have that in the credits at the end of the video. But got the pattern, got a piece of birch plywood, 8 by 10. And then to apply the pattern, we'll have our spray adhesive, but we'll put the masking tape down first to help peel it up, and then put the pattern down and put some clear box tape over top. Then when it's all cut out, we will be putting it into just a store-bought frame, and then the shadow is a piece of black cardstock. So with all that, let's go ahead and skip to where the pattern's on. We'll get the holes drilled and start cutting it on the scroll saw. Alright, so as you can see, we have the pattern on the wood, and we have all the entry holes drilled, quite a bit, but it's been over a month since I've been on the scroll saw, so it'll do me good to do all this cutting. So let's go to the scroll saw and get this elephant cut out. Alright, we're on the scroll saw now, and first I want to say I'm using a number 1 ultra reverse tooth blade of Flying Dutchman, and what I want to start out doing is cut the smaller holes first. That's just a more of a strategic method of doing it, because once you get over to the bigger cuts, it's less to hold on to when you're moving it around. And a piece like this, it's not going to break where it shouldn't, but it's just a sort of a rule of thumb with scrolling portraits. So do the smaller cuts and then do the bigger cuts at the end. So let's get started. Alright, here we are off the scroll saw, and I took the pattern off, and what you see here is just the glue residue from the masking tape. When I put it on there, I had it up against the heater so it could adhere to it because the tape wasn't very sticky and it's cold. To take that off, I'm just going to use some of these odorless mineral spirits. Just take a paper towel and just rub it on there, and it should loosen that up, and you can just keep rubbing at it and it'll come off. So I'll go ahead and do that to that and let that dry a little bit, and then we'll sand it. I'll let that dry a little bit before I go ahead to sand it. But while it's drying, you can just see how this will look behind the black backer. And it doesn't look half bad. So I'll let this dry. I'll get this trimmed to the 8x10 as well. And then I'll be back to give it a nice sanding and then clear coat. Alright, the next step is obviously I'm going to sand it. All the pieces are basically off from the glue residue of the tape. But there are frizzlies on the back a little bit. Towards the end, the blade starts to dull, and the ultra reverse tooth is supposed to get the little frizzlies or little hair-like pieces on the back of the wood, but as it dulls, as you can see close up here, there's still a little on there, so just a little bit of sanding will get those gone. And the sanding is just to get those gone because it is going to be in a frame, and you won't feel the surface of it. So just the quarter sheet sander with a 220. And if you don't happen to get them all with that bit of sanding, you can use just a little file or something and get in the little cracks and get all the little pieces of paper out from the pattern or the frizzlies on the back. So I'm going to work on just getting this all cleaned up, and then we'll be ready to give it a nice clear coat. And the clear coat of choice is just a Krylon clear acrylic. We'll give that a good while to dry. It's a little bit harder to dry in this cold temperature, but it'll dry in about half hour, and then I'll skip to the next frame of it being completed. And there's the final product. So thanks for watching this video of the elephant. And the next video I'm going to have a Marine Corps symbol patterned by Steve Good. And that's also what the same customer of this has requested, so I'll put it in the video. And that'll be up in a week from this video, so be looking for that. Thanks for watching. I'm Dustin Connors. There's no Dylan Connors. Thanks for watching.